me. Good morning, Ruthie. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Sarah May. Thanks for joining me live. I'm wearing something new today. I'm wearing my brand new floppy sun hat, and it is, the pattern will be live later today. I just needed to get some photos of it, so I'm wearing it here down at the beach to get some photos. You know what? I did not have time to go home this morning, so I thought I'd try the beach, and I needed photos of the hat, so if it's only for 5 minutes, I figured I needed to at least try. There wasn't enough time to actually be back to my office by 7:45 for yarn on the beach, so it was either going to be attempt this or try something else, and I never know when the red tide's over, so I figured it was worth trying. It's not bothering me too badly so far. So this is the first hat. This is going to be called the Jenny, named after Jenny from the block, Jennifer Lopez. I'm a super huge fan of hers and a super huge fan of all the floppy sun hats she wears. And then I made a bigger one as well. And so this one's done in half double crochet. And that one's going to be called Jenny. Then this one has a larger brim and is much floppier. And this one is going to be called Serena. And you can see it's just a little bit bigger and a little more floppy, but super cute and fun. So this will be the second pattern. I'm not sure if both will be released today, but the Jenny will definitely be released later today once I have photos up. Yeah, so this one will be called Selena, and this one will be called Jenny. So this one has a 4-inch brim on it, and I want to say Selena has a 5 or 6-inch brim on it. So you could actually do either hat with either size brim, but as you can see, it's a totally different look. It's definitely more flamboyant and maybe more Jennifer Lopez style to go with the bigger brim. And it's definitely a more dramatic look, but they're both super cute. So whichever one you decide to make. Yes, there is wire in the brim, and the patterns will give you a link to where I found a supplier on Etsy. And I used Be So Fresh yarn, which is my sport weight linen yarn, and they both use the size D hook with the Be So Fresh yarn. Each hat takes 1.5 balls and a little under 2 yards, between 1 and 2 yards of the 19 gauge millinery wire. And so I'll explain all that in the patterns, but they're not hard to make, not hard to make at all. And nice, I like having a little bit of protection for my eyes at the beach. It's great. Oh, we've got bugs this morning too. Yuck. I'm also wearing a new top. This is a top from my Amazon shop. It's actually, I thought it was going to be a beach cover-up, and that's probably how I'm going to wear it, but I needed to put pants on for this morning. Didn't feel like wearing a bathing suit and a beach cover-up today, so I put pants over it, and you can see it's long, but it still looks okay over jeans, but it's definitely a beach cover-up. Super cute. I bought it a little oversized because I thought it was going to be sheer, and it's not sheer, so I probably could have gone down a size. I bought an extra large, and as you can see, it's pretty deep in my armholes. I think that if it came up like that, it would fit a little bit better. So I would say that at my size, 180 pounds and 5'9", I would be better off in a large, maybe even a medium, and I bought the extra large. So keep that in mind when you're looking at their sizes. The shopping item said that it ran small, but I'm disagreeing with that a little bit. Yeah, it's more of a shift dress for sure. It's considered a beach cover-up, and it comes in a ton of different prints and a bunch of different sizes, around $20 like everything else that I find on there. Yes, it has twisted ties with tassels on the end too. And like I said, it's not see-through, so you could totally wear this without having the need to do it for a beach cover-up. It's definitely a little on the dressier side, so this with a pair of white or khaki capris or denim capris would be a super cute lunch outfit or even an evening outfit. Oh, thanks, Nikki. Thank you. My headband's falling down in this. I'm not used to wearing hats. I think I'm just going to fuss with it if I keep doing it. Let's see if I can get my headband back on. Thanks, Jenny. Thanks. Does anybody want to see either of the hats up close? So Jenny is the shorter brim and the half double crochet, and Serena is the larger brim with an offset shell. If anybody wants to see them up close or see me fuss with the brim a little bit, I can do that, because I wanted to also show you that there's a lot of styling options with a floppy hat. So you want to put it on and put it towards the back of your head. Now you can roll it up and have more of that kind of a look. You could do it off to the side like that. I think that's super cool. Or off to this side. There's all sorts of ways to style them. Or pull it straight out, like when you're just sitting. You could do it more functionally, but if you're doing it for style, you'd want to just loop it around and see what kind of a floppy, wavy style you like. But I think it's really cool that you can pull around with that so much. And then when it's with the shorter brim, there's not as much flexibility. But you still have those same options. You could do it off to the side if you felt like that. You could roll it in the front. You could roll all of them or lay it out more flat. It's really cool how many options you have. And then what was I doing last night? I was fooling around with it last night too. Can't remember. Oh, just trying to do like a wave. I wanted to just kind of, it's hard to see in there's not really a great mirror here, but just make it floppy-ish. The other one, this one's Serena. This one, if I said Serena, I meant Serena, and it's an offset shell. Yes, one of my flowers would look cute. I have the knit and crochet ones at home, but even this one would be super cute. And this is one of the ones that I wore in my hair here the other day. And I put these in my Amazon shop also. They have a clip that's great for putting in your hair, but they also have a pin that would be fantastic for putting on the hat. And I'm going to show you that right now. Wait till you see this. How's that? Is it the right spot? I can't tell how far over it is, but I think that that's adorable. Good morning, Grace. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Beatrice. Thanks for joining live. We're talking about floppy crochet hats today. Is it in the right spot, you guys? The patterns will be available later today, so if you are signed up for my newsletter and on my mailing list, you'll be first to know when the pattern's live later today. It takes 1.5 balls of Be So Fresh yarn, my sport weight linen yarn. It uses a size D crochet hook, and I share with you the link to where to purchase the millinery wire so that you can add wire to the edge of your hat. I also have links to my Amazon shop for where to buy the flowers too. I love the flower on it too, yes. I love flowers anyways. Oh, I brought something else to show you. You know the skinny scarves that we make? You could also tie this around the brim of the hat too. You could wrap that around and tie it. Especially one of these little beaded ones. Probably messed up my flower now though. Just wanted to give you an idea of being able to decorate the brim with some other knitting and crochet. Hopefully that shows up. My camera's gone dark again. Can you see that? And imagine if you did it in a more contrast color. So like pure gold and Be So Fine yarn, even with the beads, is a little tonal on the hat. The hat is in Be So Fresh yarn color sand dollar. And so if you went with a more high contrast yarn, even crushed berries like the flower, or passionate plum, or even tropical hot coral like the earrings I'm wearing, that would be super cute on the hat. Or go with black. see, does anybody have any questions? Morning. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, Donna, thank you so much. I'm so glad you ordered the journal. I hope you and your friend love them. Be something fun you guys can share together too. Now don't forget, this yarn comes in black as well, so you can make the sun hat in Be So Fresh yarn in either the sand dollar color. I also have foam, which is a pretty beachy white, and then I also have night, which is a jet black, so that would be really gorgeous for a floppy hat too. Or if you combine the colors, you could do some striping in the black and this color, and I think that would be really pretty too. Thanks, Chantel. These are the fine chandelier crochet earrings, and I've also posted a link to these in the video description this morning. So before I left, I put a link to, in addition to all the regular links, I posted a link to the earring pattern, where to find Be So Fine tidbit yarn for making it, and also where to find this beach tunic. Is there... Yeah, hats can be steamed, definitely. I think to keep the shape, you would want to put it on a hat form first, one of those styrofoam heads. I think that that would be helpful. Or if you don't have one of those, at least blow up a balloon to put the head part in. Lisa, your Charlie's Angels yarn is probably on the way. I think it shipped yesterday. Thank you. I have a link to the top in the video description. Ah, I can't see all the comments. Thanks, Kim. Sherry, I don't feel warmer with the hat on, but it is linen yarn, so it's very breathable. I don't know if you've ever had any issues wearing sun hats before. Sometimes it's about the shade protection that cools you off, and the fact that it breathes is fine. But I'm sure that that's a personal preference whether you like to wear hats in the sun or not. But for people that like to wear hats in the sun, it absolutely does not make me feel warmer to wear a hat. I feel cooler actually because of the shade protection. Hi Anna Maria, thanks for joining. Hi Raina, thanks for joining me live. Stacy's yarn arrived yesterday, wonderful. Okay, so anybody that has not signed up for my newsletter so far, there is a link in the video description this morning, or if you go to my website, I think it's right at the top of the page, and if you sign up, you'll be first to know when these hat patterns are live this week. Do I know yet where? The pattern will be on my website, and it's going to be 1.5 balls of Be So Fresh yarn. All that information will be available later today. This morning is just a sneak preview of it because I have to come down here to take photos. Yeah, yes, you would measure your head for a perfect fit. Absolutely. Oh, it's hard to read comments this morning. I made this with an 18-inch circumference, which is, you know, pretty standard for a woman's hat. But yeah, if you wanted to do something more custom, you could absolutely change the circumference of the hat. Not a problem. Yep, 1.5 for both hats, yes. Yeah, it's not bothering me. It's a little stingy in my eyes, but it's not bothering my throat at all yet, so that's good. Who knows, maybe it's over. So hopefully tomorrow we will be on location. I'm hoping to do the Yarn on the Beach podcast on the East Coast tomorrow morning. So fingers crossed that that works out. Marlon and I are leaving after tennis today to find a beautiful spot to scatter my dad's ashes, and if all goes well, find a hotel to stay at tonight on the East Coast, and then stay there and enjoy the day tomorrow. So if all goes well, we will be broadcasting Yarn on the Beach on the East Coast, and watching the sunrise over the water tomorrow morning. Won't that be fun? I think we found a place to stay. Won't know till we get there, but fingers crossed that everything works out. Through the floors with water. Ooh, I don't know about that. Must be a side trip. That must be a side combo. I have no idea. Thanks, Lynn. This is going to be a free pattern on my website later today. There will also be options for printing, buying a printed version and all that good stuff, but the pattern will be on my website later today. If you are signed up for my newsletter, you'll be first to know when it goes live. Otherwise, it'll be hopefully later today for at least one of them, and there'll be information on where to buy the yarn, what size hook you'll need, and where to find the millinery wire for adding it to the final round of the brim. Yep, I'll show you information on where to get the wire too. Thanks, DJ. Thanks. Today's going to be rough. Tonight's going to be rough. I've lost a little bit of sleep over it this week. A little worried about the experience, but just got to be strong for Marlon and give him that proper positive send-off for his grandpa. So I'll make it through, but you know, tip for crochet needle, wet tip so what? I have no idea what that's about. I do not like wet yarn when I'm crocheting, so I'm not sure about that. Is there any special care for the hat? No, you could wash it, you can steam it. If you thought that you were going to, you would hand wash this obviously because of the wire, but if you really wanted to, you could add a ribbon band on the inside for helping with sweat, but you could definitely hand wash this one with Wrapture Delicate Wash and leave it flat to dry. Steaming it on a head form, lightly steaming it might help you if you need some shaping, but it's a really floppy hat. There really isn't too much shaping to it, and the only thing that gives it any shape at all is that wire. So hand washing would be totally fine for this, or spot washing, whatever. Thanks, Karen, I appreciate it. Thank you, Sherry. I love the way the hat's turned out too. So this is the Jenny hat, done in half double crochet with a 4-inch brim, and this is the Serena hat. And this is between a 5 and 6-inch brim, so way more dramatic, way bigger. Lots of fun ways to style the floppy brim on this one. And this is done in an offset shell pattern. You could make either one with the wider or narrower brim. You will just need to adjust your wire accordingly. And both patterns will be eventually available on my website. Oh, Raina, absolutely. I've been worried and planning on that for a very long time now. Yes, not doing anything downwind for sure. The universe recognizes. I got that far. I have no idea what that comment was either. I love the offset shells on the bigger hat too. Super pretty. And fun to make. They were both fun to make. Half double crochet is nice and easy too. Might have to put one back on just to see. Giving me a really hard time seeing this morning. The bugs are in full force today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's washable. I would not throw it in the washing machine, but it's definitely washable. It's linen yarn. Be easy. Thanks, Lisa. Yep, I believe that too, Raina, so just trying to chill out about the whole thing. I know Marlon's excited for the road trip, and because he has his driver's permit, we will be able to have him drive today, so that will be fun. Be fun to have him drive on a road trip. Someone shared a favorite quote. I missed it. Yes, there will be a yarn on the beach tomorrow, hopefully on the East Coast, and we'll be able to see the sunrise over the water. It'd be so pretty. Yes, KB, I've heard of that too, freezing mohair to make it easier to work with as for unraveling. I have had positive results with it, and I've had negative results with it too. So I'm not sure if it's true or not, but when I have had trouble frogging mohair many years ago, I did put it in the freezer, and at least one time it worked well for me. Yes, the driver's permit is exciting, and he's a good driver, so I'm happy about that. We set his music up first, but then he's not allowed to touch it after that. Oh, I think I'm getting eaten up down here today. Got a bunch of bug bites. Boo! The camera's super dark. Trying to read everything though. Does anybody else have any questions about the hats or anything else I've shown so far today? Does anybody want to see the back of the tunic? The tunic actually has the same pattern on the back. So we have this pretty design here, and it's also on the back. And it has side vents down here, which I think is what will make it super cute as a dress or a beach cover-up. It has some shirring here at the sleeve edge, and then it has these cute tassels on the ties. Came in a bunch of different colors and prints. Oh, and it has some stretch to it today too. And you won't believe how many different colors it comes in. This was definitely my favorite color pattern just because it's so my color. I love turquoise, and I love turquoise so much, and turquoise with hot pink, it's like, oh my God, twist my arm. What type of fabric? It's not cotton. It is definitely a stretch fabric that is a synthetic blend, but it is super thin, which is what gives it that nice drape still. And I'm working on it, Lisa. There's a lot of fun stuff on there. It's nice because it's a fun way that we can all like go shopping together. I think that's so fun. It is super comfy, and it's got a little bit of stretch to it, so it will not wrinkle, and it will not get too tight in certain areas. You know what I mean? Like, it won't look ridiculous over my bust because it's too tight in the one spot. It has a little bit of give because of the stretch, so I like that. And I bought this one a little oversized because I wanted to wear it as a beach cover-up and wanted it a little longer. So I bought the extra large. If I was buying it to wear as a tunic or a top, I would absolutely buy it smaller. Hi, Elsa from Portugal. And I missed the comment before that. Lisa found a beautiful kimono on there. Nice. I love kimonos too. I haven't had one in a long time. I worry about the sleeves getting caught on doorknobs. I've had quite a few accidents running or walking too fast and getting snagged. I know, it's because I'm a klutz and I move too fast, but what are you going to do? It sounds beautiful, Lisa. I love kimonos. I should look for one too. Maybe, I think when I get the shorter sleeve, then the long sleeve doesn't bother me, but when the long sleeve is full right here, that's when I start banging into things or getting stuck on things. Bull in a china shop, is that the expression? Yeah, bull in a china shop, that's me. Because I'm always moving too fast, always in a rush. Yeah, I have to have wide, if they're wide sleeves, they have to be shorter. Like the top that I wore the other day for my Amazon top that tied in the front, remember it had the wide sleeves? Well, the wide sleeves only come to here, and I'm safe with that length of a wide sleeve. But you come down here with a wide sleeve, and all bets are off. I'm making messes. Yeah, you have to watch out. Hi, Edna. Thanks for joining live. Hi, Kiki. Oh, Lisa bought 2 of the tie front top. Awesome. It's so pretty. I love it. That's one of the things I'm bringing with me today. I think I'm going to wear one of those today. Yeah, I wore the fine chandelier earrings in coral this morning. I figured coral was one of the minor colors in the print. And so when I take the hat off, it's like, you don't wear a hat all day, right? I don't wear a hat all day. So this is how I planned to dress for the day. I think I messed up my hair already. But I like the idea of the coral earrings that pick up just the tiniest little bit of coral next to the pink in the print. And it just kind of picks it up a little bit, and so it contrasts well. It's not too matchy-matchy. Yep, it pulls out the coral, I agree. So when I'm getting ready in the morning and I go to pick from my sea of handmade earrings now, I'm so glad I've been making so many earrings in different colors. And I'll pick a couple that I think, oh, that might go with that outfit, that might go. And here's what I do, I narrow it down to 2. And I put one here in one color and I put one here in the other color. And when I look in the mirror, it is immediately obvious which one goes better. I think that's the best way to figure out what colors to match, is to just try it. Because it's amazing. Once you see it, you'll know. Bookworm corner. Don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's a side conversation about reading. Yeah, a crochet kimono would be beautiful. Yeah, it's a great idea. We make it like a wrap top. I love pinks and teals together too, KB. I think it's my favorite combo. Oh, although I've got this idea in my head for making some flamenco colorways in Be So Fine yarn. I'm thinking to do like a red and black together combination of a colorway. How does everybody feel about that for like holiday or for evening shawls? What do you think? I think Lisa's art says yes. Sandshell's looking for dark purple. I love the idea of doing like some flamenco colorway, so some dark, passionate, romantic colors that you would do for shawls for evening wear or stuff for holiday. So I'm thinking flamenco right now, and I'm hoping to find some inspiration in Miami tomorrow, or today. Am I going today? I'm leaving today. Oh my gosh. Marlon and I have not spent the night away from home that didn't involve work or tennis, which is his career, so that it didn't involve either of our careers in about 8 years. So we're calling this our mini vacation, and kind of exciting. So we're not going to work. He's not going to work. Exciting. We haven't been on vacation in a really, really long time, so even one day is good enough. The color I was talking about is taking, yeah, exactly, celebration of life. There's an expression that I love to think about, and I've thought about a lot over the loss of my dad, and that was, the best way to honor the lost is by showing them how well you're living. And there's nothing my dad would like to see better than for me to find a nice restaurant tonight and find a great steak for Marlon or a surf and turf. There's nothing he would like better than to go to a nice restaurant and order surf and turf or something like that. So if we can, and he also liked a good deal. So we're gonna look on Groupon when we get there and look by location. So like once we're where we're at, search by location on Groupon to find things close by that are good deals, and we'll find something, because that's exactly what he would want us to do, for sure. So and by doing this and doing the overnight, it's turning it into something excited for Marlon. So I think it'll help the segue go really well with the saying goodbye. Otherwise, if that was just the focus of the drive, I think it might have gotten too heavy for him. So I think this way it's a nice transition. And then focusing on doing things that Grandpa would like. yeah, so then tomorrow morning we'll do yarn on the beach at a different coast and a different beach, and he and I will be celebrating life all day again tomorrow. No work tomorrow. I'm not going to work. He's not going to work. It's going to be fun. Yeah. All right, well, we are almost out of time, so let's take a minute here and take a look at this absolutely gorgeous view. Soak in the sounds of these waves for one more minute and set our intentions for the day. Thanks everybody so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the colors of the beach, the sound of the waves, chatting with me and everyone else here. Don't forget I post a bunch of links in the video description, so if you need to find anything, more than likely it's there. If you want to leave a comment, I'm happy to help you any way that I can as well. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!